You're gonna be like, that's not true. But my one grandpa who didn't need any long-term care, who was self-sufficient, he was a chain smoker. So he smoked like a pack every day. He did not get cancer. I think he's the only one still alive. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Donald, where we talk about marketing, personal finance, entrepreneurship, and a little bit of psychology and how that all ties together. But before we get into the video, I want you to smash that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the video. Alright, course hackers, welcome back to another episode of How Money Works. Today we're talking about permanent life insurance. In the last episode, we talked about term life insurance. Now, they're both kind of the same. They're the same as in term, which offers a death benefits. The difference is being that for permanent life insurance, it's kept for life. It costs more. For life insurance coverage is for life. It adds long-term care. We'll go through that in a little bit. It has flexible premium and it has tax-free cash access. A lot of this meant nothing to you because I know it's something I call technobabble, which is something that I understand, but anybody else, if they're not in the industry or haven't studied it or haven't been educated, they wouldn't understand. I know that, which is why it's just a little introduction to give you a little taste about it, so that if you're interested, you could just hit us up for some more information. Long-term care. Bottom line, you'll need it. Everybody will need it at some point in their lives. You can couple it with your life insurance policy because long-term care is the thing that will pay for your in-home care or nursing home care when you're old. Now, what is the average yearly cost of a nursing home? This is just something that I found on Google. The average national cost of nursing home care daily for a semi-private room is $245. For a private room is $275. So annually, that comes out to about 90 grand for a semi-private room and 100 grand for a private room. And I just want you to know that everybody will end up in long-term care and everybody will end up needing some help. Unless you are super fit or have some really good habits that make you self-sufficient when you're old, which in most of the population, the majority of people I see, that's not the case because Americans, we eat like crap. Well, I'm Canadian, but still the same thing. So everybody will need it at some point. Even my 4 grandparents, every single one of them needed it, except for one, which is, you're gonna be like, that's not true. But my one grandpa who didn't need any long-term care, who was self-sufficient, he was a chain smoker. So he smoked like a pack every day. He did not get cancer. I think he's the only one still alive. The other 3 just died. So the universe works in mysterious ways. But in most cases, everybody would need long-term care. My 3 other grandparents, once they were not able to care for themselves, either family would have to go and help them. But for 2 of them, we put them in a home, or we put them in a nursing home on a semi-private or a private room. Well, it was a semi-private room, I believe. So on an annual basis, that's quite a lot of money to pay for. And I believe it's cheaper in Canada because they were in Canada. So in the States, this is how much it costs: 90 grand and 100 grand. You will need it someday. So make sure you get it because you don't want to be a person that needs help but can't afford it. So if you're old and you need help dressing or eating, and you don't want to burden your family, your sons and daughters, to come every single day to feed you like they did for my grandmother, because we couldn't I think there were cases, or there were options where we can have family members come in. So literally my parents and my aunts rotated on who would come in to take care of mom. If I have kids, I don't want my kids to be doing that. You probably don't want your kids to be doing that. You want them to go live their lives. Even now I have coworkers whose dad has dementia or Alzheimer's, and they just have to take care of them every single day, and they can't live their own lives. which is such a burden for your kids if you think about it. So you need long-term care. That's all I'm going to say about that right now. If you're interested, you can hit us up by email. So really you have three cases in your life. You die early, and in that case, permanent life insurance will give your beneficiary, your spouse, your kids, they'll give them a death benefit. The second is you live long, but you're chronically ill. In that case, long-term care benefits will give you money for long-term care. So you're taken care of. You don't have to burden your family. Three, you live long and healthy. And tax-free cash gives lifetime tax-free personal pension in cash. And we'll talk about that in a little bit later. But that's basically because a portion of your life insurance policy is set aside to invest. That's the portion we're taking out of as tax-free. So flexible premiums, your policy accumulates cash value. What I was saying, it accumulates cash value. So if you can't pay the monthly premiums for a while, your policy can cover it with the cash. So that's part of the IULs, the universal life insurance policies, I believe, or permanent life insurance. So basically they set aside a part of your cash. That portion of your cash is invested and it earns money, so that at some point if you're out of order and you need fixing for a bit, then you could just draw upon that to pay for your policy. So that's why it says if you can't pay the monthly premiums for a while, your policy can actually cover it with the cash value in it. So literally, what's cash value? I just explained it. Part of your monthly premium is put in an account and it grows over the life of the policy. So that account can be invested in bonds, markets, guaranteed interest rates, etc. So basically that account is generating compound interest, which we learned earlier in the series. So I know I just dropped a bomb on your ass. So with that said, we're just going to leave it there. If you haven't already, join our newsletter by clicking on the link below. And please rate, comment, subscribe if you're liking these videos. And I'll see you guys again next time.